Man, what's happening, world? It's your boy, the Toothless Wonder, back with another video, again on the Bamboozled Again News Network. And it's amazing to me, right? Because my spidey sense be tingling, but I don't be having no, like, real concrete reason as to why it's tingling, like, a certain way or towards a certain thing, right? So I got to give it to Dr. Umar one more again, man. And from my experience, like I shared a couple videos about my treatment experience in Baltimore City, I started noticing, how many bamboozlers I was surrounded by. So many pump fake artists. Uh, what else would I call them? So many just false prophets. And of course, when the word talks about in the end times, many false prophets will arise. You have to understand that more oftentimes than not, the average person you meet has an ulterior motive and agenda. And I notice with myself personally, as I always try to check myself because I don't want to be known for that, like people will be blown away by my authenticity or just my genuineness. You know what I'm saying? Like when I used to drink, like I'm feeling good. So I want everybody around me to feel good, right? So I buy a broad a drink and we kicking it, we whoop the whoop. But I ain't really think I'm too busy enjoying myself, right? Get up, leave, or go do whatever, right? And then see them again and they'll give me the mean mug. And I'm like, and I guess they gave me the mean mug because I didn't like try nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean you just was just being, what I don't even want to say nice, but man, it just brings me back to Umar, right? So I seen a picture of him hugged up with Sukiana. And again, I was, and I'm gonna tie all this together. I was gonna do a video about how education doesn't equivalent to knowledge and wisdom. So I'm gonna break Umar down to the down, cause my spidey sense been like tingling about this dude, man. Every time I see him, granted, as the word, he makes some crafty, eloquent arguments. And as far as like the school thing and how they, try to bamboozle the single mother, especially in the urban community, and giving them some type of psychological assessment and how to get these what they call them IPAs or IPEs or whatever, and behavioral issues and how that sets them up for failure. He's the creme de la creme as far as that. But now, and we still wondering where the school at, right? I'm under the belief now, seeing the picture of Sukiana, that he's using this boys' school and getting funding for it as a Trojan horse to what he truly desires. How Juicy J said, you say no to ratchet pussy, Dr. Umar can't. For as educated as he is, for as eloquent as he is, now we're seeing him doing skits and, with the ball playing niggas, with the rapping ass niggas like Charleston White say. Why are you not in these institutes? Like, why are you know what I'm saying? Like you're being unequally yoked here for what you say out your mouth. But he's using, or positioned himself in a societal sense. That's why in the last video I said, if he was really out the Garvey mob, you know what I'm saying? He'd be preaching self-sufficiency and leaving. He's just using his name as a selling point to get you to listen to him so he can lead you astray or so he can run his own diabolical plan, which has nothing to do with nothing other than getting ratchet coochie. He wants to build this boys' school so he can have access to women that look just like Sukiana. Why, with appearance value, right? Why would you be taking pictures and kissing Sukiana? The last video I seen of her would have been, I don't know, 6 months ago. I don't really pay attention. I'd say, okay, another one, whatever. Her and some other broad went way over at London by the Buckingham Palace talking about they trying to get stretched out. They want a Negro stretch them out and they trying to eat some groceries. And this is who you choose to take pictures and kiss with while you trying to build this school? See, here's what happens, though. Eventually, your true intentions and motives eventually come out. It is no different than with Brother Polite, who's now locked up. Umar won trick. He was more on the pimping tip and taking advantage of, he went to jail for sexual assault of his girlfriend's daughter and took her to the hotel and, you know what I mean, a whole bunch of wild shit. That's why I warn y'all about these fake ass conscious brothers. They be really conscious perverts. The dude Nature Boy, he got locked up. He built his own community, but then people hoarded and they couldn't survive without him because he took their IDs and, you know what I'm saying? He was plugging up everybody, men, women, and kids. You see what I'm saying? Who else out there? I think the young Pharaoh dude, I think he's having a change of heart because he got bamboozled by the child support system, so his tune done changed up. You see what I'm saying? And when I started hearing them doing this rhetoric of the black woman is God, every time one of these brothers talk this Egyptology shit that don't exist in Egypt, and he no different than, like, he never been to jail, but Umar no different than a dude who go to jail, read a whole bunch of books, and then come outside and talk to people and bamboozle them. But other than him talking, he has no skill or no applicable skill set other than the school shit. You see what I'm saying? And I'm all for, okay, build the school, woot, woot, woot. But again, here's where we're in the space where, and I've been privy to it in treatment, where the help, or when people start saying they want to help, it becomes this predatory type thing. The Jay Morrison dude with the Tulsa real estate fund. Soon as I heard about that, again, using the terminology of Black Wall Street, Black in Tulsa, Oklahoma, he used that to get people to fund him. And now I think he's under indictment or investigation for shady business practices, moving properties within LLCs he owns and da-da-da. And from what I understand, nobody other than people in it got a return on their investment. We got to help ourselves, yo. All these fake ass black messiahs that are popping up. And here's another thing you notice. Once these people, like, okay, take like Jesus' disciples, right? Like, they would go talk to the scribe, they talk to the government people. But they was in the battlefield. They was in the streets, for, if you want to parallel it to that, right? These people start rising, or will talk about the white man this, the white man that, and then go live in the white man neighborhood. Go start buying, European white man clothes. You see what I'm saying? I told y'all that man wasn't right. Right again. I was right about Black Lives Matter. As soon as I seen that, I said, oh, here we go. The scam, damn it. Umar, anything that got to do with anything going on or was trending in society, I shoot higher percentage than a Navy SEAL sniper. And it's not coming from an intellectual place. It's coming from a spiritual place, and then eventually I can intellectualize it in the words. But then here's what trips me out as well. These people will be bamboozled by these folks and then still defend them. That has been a common trait among quote unquote black people, the tribe of Judah, since the Old Testament. We will defend the bamboozler or the false prophet, but then want to take out the person who's pointing out that we're getting bamboozled. Yo, it's crazy, yo. Then on top of, I be having conversations with my homeboys and whatnot, right? Because I'm from Talbot County, where Frederick Douglass is from. He claims to be a relative of Frederick Douglass. But we ain't never seen him at no family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how's you? And then on top, he said, well, in his last interview on the Breakfast Club, he was like, I dismiss anybody who's a bunny hopper, meaning any black man who, I guess, dates or whatever white women, right? But the same man you claim to be related to, Frederick Douglass, whose name you use to chime people into, to lead them astray, he himself in his latter years was a bunny hopper. Man, these niggas awesome. That man, and here's why I want to build, I think I covered this, but he don't care nothing about them boys. He don't care nothing about the evolution of the next generation. These aren't no Black Panther type niggas, right? And here's why. Because these niggas is not willing to get shot or go to jail or have their reputation or their good name tarnished and slung through the mud falsely for the cause. They use the selling point of a cause to fulfill their own desires. He want that, cause look, if he gets this school for black boys that's gonna have, boys who have behavioral issues, IEPs or whatever they call it, 9 times out of 10, they mamas is gonna look like Sukiana. This is no different than the Catholic Church. I use the church as a front for sexual deviancy. I seen that at the last job I was working at. I'm coming to this epiphany to a greater degree. Real, genuine people, right? Everybody talk good game, but they show you in action over a period of time and consistently are few and far between. That's why I don't fuck with society. Now, mind you, I'm a red-blooded man like everybody else. So I have to deal with the lust of the eyes, right? But somehow in my background app, like, okay, I'll voice it like this, right? Okay, I see women all over the place, right? But I don't want to quote unquote date you unless I see some type of wifely qualities and attributes in you. What the hell? Okay, let's say Umar marry Sukiana. His whole campaign gonna fall apart. She gonna come up there, flip over the desk, cause she thinking he messing around and whoop the whoop the whoop. You know what I'm saying? Then Sukiana terrible, and the modern succubus woman love destroying men, so she'll mess around and sleep with somebody he know, and it'd be a whole reality TV show starring Dr. Swanson Umar. You know what I'm saying? Nah. These niggas all over the place, yo. If you look at, let's say, the Black Panther, Malcolm X, the people during slavery, your Harriet Tubmans and Frederick Douglasses, these people suffered greatly for standing on what they believed to be right. And that's why I was saying, and Malcolm X had a quote talking about, be leery of any black man that this culture and society or America props up or esteems. You see what I'm saying? Because if he's cool with white folk, then he's either doing their bidding or he's pacified enough not to be a threat. Nowadays, as a free-thinking, straight black man, just those 3 qualities, free-thinking, straight, and you black, is enough to get you hated on. I don't want to listen to nobody who ain't been through the press, who ain't got no war stories and overcame them and stayed down. You see what I'm saying? Like them people back today, they went to jail, they got shot. You know what I'm saying? They went through deep psychological warfare. What has Umar or any of these Negroes gone through? Nothing. Other than people maybe trolling online, people ain't going through nothing for the cause. And they damn sure ain't ready to take the drop for it. Man, all he wanted some ratchet pussy. But you're on a level where you could, okay, you're a Pan-Africanist, so say. Why not go to Africa where the culture is more conducive to marriage and do that? Nah. These niggas, here it is, right? Niggas say they want good women, wives, and all that shit. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because we're too programmed with ratchetness. You know what I'm saying? We might not even know how to respond to an actual wife. I remember one time I was in treat with a brother, and I overheard him talking. He was like, I don't like no woman unless she argue with me. And I was thinking, and I was early on in my evolution, I'm like, why would you want that? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're conditioned to. Like, honestly, if you're in the hood, and if you don't have a mind to think outside the box, if quote unquote hood rats is all you see, you're going to take what's available. That's all that's there. Like if you go to the grocery store and ain't nothing but hot dogs, you're not going to eat chicken because chicken ain't available. Now I think brothers are coming like, oh, I deserve better. There's got to be better or more to life than what's being offered. Umar cool with it. Umar cool with it. And they're going to be his detriment if he continue on. And then we'll see another conscious brother train wreck. He'll get caught up in some scandal or some financial misappropriation, or one of these black women that he's pandering to, because you got to pander to them. You can't tell them the truth. That's what I said in my last video. You ain't telling the truth about accountability and their appearance value, and especially if you're dating or messing with a Sukiana. She make black women look terrible on a global scale. And he don't even say it like you. I guess you can be harsh or just, tell the blatant truth. But then you can also do it from like a place of love, like, you know what I'm saying? Like almost like a family member or older family member. He ain't doing none of that. Cause he want to fuck on them, bruh. And for the most part, they're easy because now he has, status and financial access. So you'll see Umar in Baltimore City on the hood copping the QP because his wife because his shawty need to get blazed up, because that make the head more vicious when she high, yo. Man, these nigga motherfucking joke, Joe. I'm gone, man. I'm going to get me some chicken, man. I'm gone, man. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Ooh,